Legal Geek wrap up. I've just finished up at Legal Geek in London 2022. So 2 full-on days at Legal Geek. And I wanted to give you kind of, whilst it's fresh in my mind, it's the day after. You might notice that my voice is a little rusty, but that's okay. We'll make it through. So I wanted to give you my kind of thoughts and breakdown of the event. So in typical after action review style, what was supposed to happen? So what is Legal Geek? Legal Geek is a legal tech conference, loosely based around innovation in the legal industry and technology. So very tech heavy. And what I thought was going to happen, what I wanted to have happen, was to meet amazing people, get really inspired and get excited by some new ideas in the legal industry, find out what's going on over here in the legal industry, because I haven't been to the Legal Geek conference before, been to lots of other legal conferences and contract conferences before. And so that's kind of basically what I wanted to get out of it. Bit of inspiration, meet some new people and kind of see what's going on over here. So what did happen? Pretty much almost as I expected. I did find that the pushing the boundaries, so the level of innovation was perhaps not at the edges or kind of more forefront. I felt like some of the conversations were a bit surface based and perhaps, same thing that we've all been talking about in legal innovation for a while. But what I did like what were the positives, what went well from my point of view, I thought that there was a lot of contracting, a lot of contract tech, a lot of really interesting approaches to different contract problems. And so that was really interesting to see and hear from different tech providers. Nicole Braddock from Theory and Principle did a great session on information design that I thought was really powerful. If anyone hadn't been involved in that before, I think that would have been a bit inspiring. And yeah, contracts. That's what I've written down. So there was a lot on contracts. I also thought that the sponsors were really bringing it. There was a lot of great sponsors, and they had really fun things, like epic things. Brighter, which is like a no-code document or legal automation thing, did this little I think it's non-branded Lego kit, which I thought was really cute. But as well as the kind of typical pens and drink bottles, there was actually a bit more of a push to sustainability with giving out fairy floss and donuts and ice cream. And there was a sandcastle kind of building competition. So I thought that was really pretty epic. Interestingly, a sponsor like Brighter, which is kind of that new law legal tech entrant, had a huge stand and did a drinks thing and was really epic. DocuSign, much bigger player in document automation, only had a small presence. So I thought that was interesting that the sponsors were just seeing the different sponsors that were there. There was quite a few women presenters, which I thought was good, but it did still feel like, and if I move on to kind of some of the not so well, I felt like it was very dude heavy, lots of guys in there, lots of British accents, but there was some really amazing women that stood out for me. Margarita from Legal Nodes did an excellent product pitch, all about kind of managing cross-border legal issues. I also spoke to one of the in-house lawyers, Gaga, at Localization, which is doing interesting things in localization for cross-border. So I think that's was some of the stuff that I was excited to hear about. And then other things, speaking to a few other lawyers who were in litigation, they felt like, there's not much here for litigation actually. So that was interesting because I feel like previously there's been heaps on e-discovery and lots of maybe matter management stuff, but that they felt like there was a bit of a gap and that they are looking for something interesting and inspiring in that litigation space. Also, and it might be just because I've been reading Ron Baker's value-based pricing, there was nothing really on value-based pricing, which surprised me, given there was a big push on resilience and well-being and having a better legal career, which I think hourly billing actually kills. I got to meet Alex Hamilton from Radiant Law, which was really lovely. A brief chat with him, which is awesome. Different people in the legal industry that kind of came along and make new friends and old. So Lauren from the Legal Edit, Anna from Aclara Legal Design, Carol from Wow Legal Experience, Nina from Communicate, and yeah, had a great time overall. Would I go back again? I think I would. I'm not sure if I would. I would like to be speaking at the next one, but I think I would go again.